right now, or did it start when we first met?
Well, I can argue that one both ways. It's really open to question whether you were originally subject to the sunshine. The decision to apply the sunshine law was made by me because we combined two grievance or complaint processes in this that resulted in this meeting here tonight, and so it was in an abundance of caution type of decision, and when I see the level of public interest in these proceedings, I'm very comfortable with that.
I have a couple questions.
Sure.
When was the determination made that this would be the only meeting? At what point was that made? I don't know who to direct my question to.
I guess I could answer that and say that that would be my intention tonight, is that we go through the 7 citations that have been raised to the district, and that we should be able to get through them this evening. That's the plan, and to be able to vote on a recommendation to the superintendent at the end of the meeting tonight at 7, between 6:30 and 7. If our discussions do not, if they take longer and we feel that we need to have another meeting or something like that, then that would be the decision of the group that we need to do that.
A lot of people having trouble hearing.
I'm sorry about that. We do not. This is a meeting of this committee. You all have been invited at the pleasure of the superintendent, but we do not have microphones, and so we will all do our best to speak up.
I think under the sunshine law, we're supposed to hear what you're saying.
If Mr. McKinley,
I think that there's no particular requirement for a certain number of decibels or anything like that. I mean, the public is here, we're doing the best we can with the circumstances. I think that we're in good shape as far as that's concerned.
The purpose of our committee is to review, discuss, and analyze the 7 citations and rationale for review that was submitted by Act for America, Charlotte and DeSoto chapter. The first 3 citations are from the textbook World History, Connections to Today, and an additional 4 citations are from the textbook Earth and Its Peoples, A Global History. Following the committee discussion and analysis, the committee is to create and vote on a recommendation to the superintendent for each citation. Charlotte County Public Schools has consistently supported the ability of any individual or group to share their sincere concerns regarding textbooks, instructional materials, or district operations. School Board Policies 2530 and 9130 outline the procedure to be followed, and these policies are going to guide the work of the committee today. The superintendent has appointed the members of this review committee, and I would ask that when I state your name, you just raise your hand so that everyone can make sure they put a name with the face. School advisory member, council member is Bill Klausner. Secondary media specialist, Debbie Monk. Secondary principal, Robert Bedford. Curriculum supervisor, Kim Sheehan. 3 secondary instructional staff members, Amy Beisner, Susan Shabbat, who will be late, and Bob Johnson. 2 parents of secondary age students, Joette Maynard, who at the last minute was not able to attend, and because of the preparation work for this committee, she was not replaced because it was a very last minute. She told us she could not attend. And Tina Lawler. Community members, Summer Gerard and David Myers. In addition, we have Dr. Doug Whitaker, our superintendent of schools, who is an ex officio member of this committee. And Donna Dunnicky is serving as the recorder. I am Sue Seifert, and I am the facilitator for this committee. The school board policy reads that the committee's review shall be treated objectively, unemotionally, and in a business-like manner, and shall be conducted in the best interest of the student, the school, and the community. In addition, the policy states, efforts shall be made to meet with citizens who register concerns to consider their objections. The superintendent has chosen to include the individuals filing the request for review on this committee to help facilitate understanding of their concerns. This committee, in evaluating the 7 citations for review, shall be guided by the following criteria outlined in School Board Policy 9130, and that is right behind us here. We are to look at the appropriateness of the material for the age and maturity level of the students with whom it is being used, the accuracy of the material, the objectivity of the material, and the use being made of the material. Once the citations have been discussed and evaluated by the committee, a recommendation to the superintendent will be made. I will accept a motion that includes a recommendation for all 7 citations or individual motions for each citation. Due to the committee making a formal recommendation to the superintendent, its work and its members fall under the Sunshine Law. This is not, however, a public meeting. And again, the superintendent chose to allow members of the public, because of the interest, to observe the committee work. But no public comment will be made by those in observance. Observers should be quiet and respectful, and we ask for no call-outs and no applause. Before we begin our discussion, I would like to establish some ground rules. I've written a few examples up here that have been used in the district report and in previous meetings. All I do